Lady Gaga as we will with the two teams that plays. I mean, this nation is becoming obsessed with entertainment, and so everybody wants to know who's going to be there, what kind of entertainment are they going to have at the inauguration. It's just the way we've come to be in this country.
You're the first guest I've had who's mentioned Lady Gaga, though, Congressman, so touche to you. You know, Congressman, we're watching as the Trump family gets its spot and sits down to watch the great events at this Lincoln Memorial event. Donald Trump and Melania Trump are due there very, very shortly. There are a number of other events, of course, planned through the evening and then tomorrow. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention President Obama today sending a letter to Congress and announcing that 4 more detainees at Gitmo are being released, but it will leave 41 there. I think there were in excess of 240 when he became president, but it was a nasty letter in saying that, you know, you guys, we could have done this and we didn't. We didn't empty this place out and shut it down. How do you feel about that?
Well, I've been to Cuba. I had a chance, a rare chance, to sit down with Mr. Castro, along with several others, and talk about things, including the U.S. President of Guantanamo Bay. I think that when we do things like this, it would be a wholesome act if the Republican and Democratic parties could work together on things like this. Well, Tim Scott is one of my dearest friends. I mean, he is a genuinely good guy. I like him. I mean, not just because he sends me oranges from South Carolina, but because he's a good friend. And I think that nobody can ever convince me he doesn't want to do the right thing. But he said something that I hope people focused on. He said, essentially, you know, I hope we don't just go out and do a lot of things, you know, that will create problems. What happens is the Democrats come in, and instead of taking measured steps in the beginning, what they do is the same thing that Republicans are going to probably do, and that is they do the thing that they want, that their party wants them to do most, and it tends to alienate the other side the most. And so
but this Gitmo thing is obviously a particularly contentious one, right? I mean, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Seems unusual to me, sir, to hear just as he's leaving office to send a letter like that to Congress. Maybe there's precedent. I don't know. You know better than I.